Viewing data, surface water. So to view surface water data, you first need to create a station, just like you just did for rainfall. So the very same way, you click on measuring stations under modules on the left-hand menu, and then add a new station. And here, instead of choosing rainfall, you choose surface water. So here, just as you did for rainfall, you have to add two mandatory fields, which are the station code. So you add it in here. Then your station name. Here it's the same station. So it's a Tayeri at Canadian Flat Rain. The geographic coordinates, which might be right next to your previous measuring stations, such as in this case. So longitude and latitude. And finally, your installation date. So here it's a very old station, installed in 1992. So another thing that you can do here is that you can add the station's historical information by copying and pasting it in the description field. So this is basically information that was from an old superseded software. You can add it in here, and then you save it. So as for the rainfall station, you have other tabs. So you have your metadata tab, you have your access tab, and the photos tab. So we'll show you how to import a photo. For this, you can choose a file on your computer, navigate on your computer to the image that you want to upload, and then you need to name it. So here, for instance, we'll name it Riverview from Upstream, and you need to add the photo's date. And then you can just save it, and it will instantaneously add it to the Photos tab linked to your station. So then if you go back to the menu, you can see your new station that you've just created. And similarly, you can hover onto it. You can see the rainfall station is right next to it. And then you can access the data. So here the idea is you want to display the rainfall and the surface water from that site together in one single graph. So to do this, you just go on the left-hand side menu, click on Time Series Data, and here is where you can select the stations. So here you've got these two stations for Tayeri at Canadian Flat Rain, so the rainfall and the surface water. You just click on Save, and here you can see all the chronicles. So now that your station is created, you can add data linked to that station. So the same way as you did for rainfall, you click on Import on the left-hand side, and then you can select your data file, which has been named with the code and the type of time series, the same way as you did for rainfall, and then you just upload it. Once you've uploaded, you check that it's the right station, the right name, the right type of chronicle, and then you import it. You just confirm that you want to import it and that it won't delete any previous data, and then you click on the graph icon. This is where you can visualize your data and straight away see what it looks like. So now the idea is to display the rainfall and the surface water data together on one graph. So to do this, you just go on the left-hand side under Data and you click on Time Series Data. Here is where you can choose the stations that you're interested in. So here it is two rainfall and surface water station linked to the Tayeri site at Canadian Flat Rain. You click on the right arrow and then you validate it. Now you can see all the time series data associated with these two stations. So here, let's say you want to check the hourly rainfall and you want to see how it compares to the water level. So click on these two data sets, and then the same way as you did before, you click on Combine Graph to see them on two axes and edit. So here you can see the two data sets together, and that allows you to analyze their correlation, and you can zoom in, zoom out, invert the axis once again. You can see the rainfall on top, for instance. You can see how it relates to any spikes that you may have. and so you can play with it very easily. And here you can see something that is quite abnormal. You have a huge spike in water level, whereas there are no rainfall associated with it. So you might think this is an error that you want to correct.